At Manchester United, striker Matheus Cunha has sent reassurance to fans after the injury suffered in the win against Burnley, affirming he will return soon with an optimistic spirit. Meanwhile, former Barcelona's centre-back Samuel Umtiti is considering retirement at the age of 31 after a long struggle with injuries. At Liverpool, Federico Chiesa shocked when he was left out of the Champions League squad to make room for young talent Rio Ngumhoa. And this is the football news on the morning of September 4th. Greenwood refused to play for Jamaican national team. Leverkusen target Postecoglou to replace Ten Hag revealed the reason Akanji left Man City to join AC Milan. Paris Saint-Germain are said to be furious with Juventus director Kamali after the collapse of the Kolo Muani transfer. The two clubs had agreed on a loan deal worth €30 million plus €10 million in add-ons. However, director Kamali unexpectedly changed the agreement at the last minute. This action caused the deal to collapse and the relationship between the two clubs to become tense. Paris Saint-Germain president Al-Khelaïfi believes Kamali disrespected them and caused a loss of trust. Juventus then turned to signing Lois Openda. Striker Robert Lewandowski said he is accepting a less important role at Barcelona. The 37-year-old emphasized focusing on quality over quantity after a tiring and injury-filled season. Lewandowski admitted he does not need to be on the pitch constantly and will prioritize playing in important matches. This move comes as Barcelona search for a long-term replacement. With his contract entering its final year, Levy could leave Europe for the US or Saudi Arabia after the season ends. The English FA has announced it will not appeal the decision of the Independent Regulatory Commission regarding Lucas Paqueta. Previously, the West Ham star was accused of violating betting-related rules, but the commission concluded the evidence was insufficient. Although cleared of the most serious charge, Paqueta still awaits the final verdict on proven violations. The specific penalty will be announced soon. The FA affirmed it will continue its commitment to protecting the integrity of football while closely monitoring serious cases like this. Jamaica coach Steve McLaren expressed disappointment after striker Mason Greenwood refused to join the national team. Despite having Jamaican nationality and passport, the player has not made a clear decision. According to McLaren, Greenwood wants to focus on his club career at Marseille, therefore declined to join the squad for the upcoming matches. The coach still hopes to keep in contact with Greenwood, believing persistence will eventually convince him to join the national team in the future. Matheus Cunha suffered an injury and had to leave the field early in the win against Burnley, and also withdrew from the Brazil national team to rest and recover. The Brazilian striker sent a short but reassuring message: "It is wonderful to be here. I will return soon with joy and gratitude. Thanks to all for the encouragement." The international break comes at the right time, giving Manchester United more time to assess the injury and plan recovery. Under Ruben Amorim, Cunha quickly became the attacking rhythm, temporarily leading the line while Benjamin Sesko was resting. Former Barcelona defender Samuel Umtiti is facing the decision of retirement. At 31, he is still a free agent and has not played for nearly 20 months due to injury. The Frenchman has struggled with knee injuries since the 2018 World Cup. Recently, Umtiti underwent surgeries and said he is now healthy. This past summer, he continued training in Barcelona to regain fitness. He even received offers from clubs in Europe, America, and the Middle East. Umtiti will soon make a final decision about continuing his career or retiring in the coming days. Ange Postecoglou is being considered by Fenerbahce and Leverkusen to take charge. According to transfer sources, the two clubs have begun internal discussions on approaching the Australian coach, who is currently free after leaving Tottenham earlier this summer. His dismissal came just weeks after leading Spurs to the Europa League title, creating a paradox that shook the coaching market. Leverkusen just ended their partnership with Erik ten Hag after an unconvincing Bundesliga start. Meanwhile, Fenerbahce also parted ways with Jose Mourinho after failing to qualify for the Champions League. Manuel Akanji has left Manchester City to join Inter Milan on loan with an option to buy. The Swiss defender frankly stated he needs consistent playing time, which is not guaranteed at Manchester City, where Pep Guardiola has 6 centre-backs competing for positions. The deal between the two clubs is understood to include a loan fee of about €2 million and a €15 million option that could become mandatory if performance conditions are met. Inter provides the chance for regular play in Serie A and the Champions League, suiting Akanji's goal of maintaining top-level rhythm. Federico Chiesa has been left out of Liverpool's Champions League squad to make room for 17-year-old talent Rio Ngumhoa, despite being seen as a silent hero at Anfield. Chiesa has only played 29 minutes this season due to injury and poor form, while Ngumhoa impressed with a decisive goal on his Premier League debut. Coach Arne Slot was forced to prioritize registration for the young player due to UEFA's homegrown player rule. The West Ham Fan Advisory Board has sent a letter of no confidence to the three club executives, along with calls for protests against poor management. In the letter, the council pointed out many issues, such as an aging squad, weak scouting system, and poor matchday experience. They asserted the leadership failed to build on the 2023 Conference League triumph. West Ham declined to comment on the matter. A meeting between parties will be held in October. Chelsea shocked by excluding trusted man Facundo Buonanotte from the Champions League squad just days after he expressed joy at playing in the competition. Buonanotte joined on loan from Brighton to replace injured Cole Palmer, but was ineligible for registration under UEFA rules. He has not played for Chelsea for 2 consecutive years and only moved to England in 2023. Meanwhile, Levi Colwill, despite a long-term injury, remains on the list. Chelsea easily registered other signings like Garnacho, João Pedro Estevão, and Liam Delap. Buonanotte can only be added from the knockout stage in February 2026. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been called up for the first time to the Democratic Republic of Congo national team, ending years of speculation over his international future. The 27-year-old defender once shown at Crystal Palace before moving to Manchester United for £50 million in 2019, but was repeatedly overlooked by England, as Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, and Reece James were preferred. West Ham confirmed Wan-Bissaka will join coach Sebastien Desabra's squad for World Cup qualifiers against South Sudan and Senegal. Born in Congo, he previously represented Congo U20, then England U20 and U21 before changing choice. Veteran midfielder Daniel Rodriguez of Mallorca has been suspended without pay and stripped of the captaincy after posting criticism on social media. He expressed disappointment at not playing in the 1-0 to Real Madrid despite his family attending at the Bernabeu. Rodriguez argued his years of effort and dedication were not respected when newcomer Jan Virgili, who had only trained once, was given the chance. While affirming his respect for coach Agoba Arisate, Rodriguez stressed the decision sends the wrong message about the value of commitment and loyalty. Tottenham have announced their Champions League 2025-26 squad, shocking with the omission of up to 6 players, including the £30 million signing Matheus Cunha. Also, Madison Dejan, Kulusevski, Radu, and new signing Takai Koder are absent mainly due to injuries. Madison and Dragusin suffered knee injuries. Kulusevski is expected back in November. Takai's foot injury has no clear recovery date, while Basuma struggles with calf problems. Despite missing key players, coach Thomas Frank still retains a strong squad to kick off the campaign against Villarreal on September 16th. So we have covered the hottest news of the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated. Please stay tuned. For now, goodbye and see you all in the next clips.